Alright, welcome to another edition of Soto Desperado plays Ark Survival Ascended. My baby's over here crying for attention. Little fur babies. And I'm going to go do the other caves while I'm waiting. I already got an imprint on this one. Got about 40 minutes for another imprint on Blueberry. And my baby wants attention. I'm making some healing drinks just in case. Because I got all those Tinto berries. I made the narcotic from what I got for the other berries. I forgot to make stimulant though. To make more stimulant. No, baby, stop it. She's so needy, this one. Needy babies. This time I did remember to take my diabetic medication, so I'm not feeling too bad. But I'm still having that issue. It's a personal thing. I gotta see if a doctor can tell me what the hell it is. 14. No, baby, stop it. No. You hear her? She won't shut up. She's like, meh, 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 meh. Okay. No, baby, don't go there. No, no. Oh, shit. Almost rammed into their house. Anyway, I'm going to start a video. This one is Taylor the Fiend. I like this guy. The Vampire. Single mother regrets telling her husband the real reason she married him. 21.
What is going on, guys? Got a video here today titled Single Mother Regrets Telling Her Husband the Real Reason She Married Him. Now, before we kick this one off, I always want to say this at the beginning. Dating or marrying or getting with a single mother is a terrible idea. It is completely and utterly a red flag, and men who decide to do this, I think that it is a bad decision. So this dude went out there, he got married to a single mother, and she turns around and she tells him the real reason why they got married. Now, guys, today's video was sent to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave the original content creator and Matrix linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you check them out. And let's jump right into this one.
And she says, the only reason you got me is because I was recently divorced, scared, and I had a kid. Can you sit down on the couch for a second? Sits down and said, we're done. We're getting a divorce. And she tried everything. She begged. All right, y'all. So do you side with a man or woman in the case I'm about to present here? Okay, I'm actually going to side with the man on it, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. So this man and this woman, husband and wife, they're having a party. They've been married for a couple years, and the guy's stepkid, her kid, you know, is there at the party. Everybody's having a good time or whatever, and he's giving relationship advice to some of their friends. And she comes over and says, don't take relationship advice from him. And he says, thinks she's playing around and says, well, it got me you, didn't it? And he gives her a kiss or whatever. And she says, the only reason you got me is because I was recently divorced, scared, and I had a kid.
Yeah, see, this is where you just number one, you shouldn't have been with the woman in the first place. But this is where you throw her out. Okay? These women that think that it's okay to just outright come along and disrespect their husband is absolutely insane to me. And what's even more insane is that the men sit there and they put up with this stuff so many of the times. Okay? If you're a dude and you're in these situations where you're getting disrespected, especially, mind you, by a single mother, what on earth are you doing there in the first place, guys? Men will put up with so much nonsense, I swear, it is insane to me.
And basically, he was a safe choice. And he goes silent, right? And I mean, I don't know. That would be so freaking devastating. Okay, but a couple days later, she realizes how silent and how affected he is, and she tries apologizing. He said, I'll be okay. And then like 2 weeks later, she's starting to get in a panic because he will not talk to her. He won't do anything. She starts cooking his favorite foods, trying to do all the things that he likes, even goes so far as to have their kids go stay at her parents' house, or their his stepkid and her kid, go stay at the parents' house, and then she takes him somewhere on that was important to them.
Yeah, so what she's trying to do here, and this is what a lot of modern women do when they screw up and they realize that they said something they shouldn't have said to their boyfriend or their husband, is they start to play this safety mode thing, right? Panic mode. We have to do everything that the man likes now, okay? Oh, now the man gets intimacy. Oh, now he gets meals made for him. Oh, now he gets, gratitude and things like this, okay? Not while the relationship was going normally, but now because she's concerned that he's going to leave, now it's time to implement all of these good behaviors to try and get him to stay. Make no mistake, these women were not interested in caring about the man beforehand. They weren't interested in making him food or being nice to him. I mean, straight up, she disrespected him at this party or whatever it was. They don't give a damn. Okay, so, they try and play this saving game. I don't think men should be in relationships like this at all. And so essentially, this story here, what's happening is the woman, like many of these modern women, is opportunistic. She's with the guy because he's a safe choice who will give her resources and take care of a kid that is not his own. I don't think it's a good idea for men to play stepfather. I think that it is a role that is very not rewarding, completely and utterly risky for you, and the woman stands to gain everything, and you will typically get treated like crap for doing it.
And they go stay a couple nights there. And then when they come back, he goes to work for a couple days. He comes back. As soon as he walks in the door, he said, can you sit down on the couch for a second? Sits down and said, we're done. We're getting a divorce.
That was expected. It's really hard to come back from that type of situation, and it was the reason he couldn't continue.
And she tried everything. She begged him not to go. She said, I love you now. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. I actually side with the guy on this, and I'm not trying to be mean. I understand everybody's situation would be different, but the fact of the matter is, and a lot of people are going to say, no, you work harder on a marriage. To me, that contract's null and void because she did not love him when she got into the relationship.
That's such a
I totally agree.
Right there. That's worse than the one I had.
Where was the love in the man? The love wasn't there. These women who are getting married a lot of the times these days, they do it for a reason. People like to pretend that there's no logic in marriage, that there's no logic in relationships, right? We've all heard crap like, oh, you'll find the one, and it's just a matter of luck. You'll find your soulmate and things like this. No. Women in particular, people try and convince men that women are not logical when it comes to this. Women, I would argue, are actually way more logical when it comes to these sorts of relationships. They recognize what they're looking for, particularly as they go into their 30s or they're single mothers and things like this. They know, they literally analyze the type of man that they require for their specific situation. Okay? Oh, I'm 30 now. I need to have kids. I need to get married as soon as possible. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a man who's going to provide for me. Now he's not necessarily as attractive. I'm going to have to trade off a bit of points there because I can't get the attractive men to commit to me. Women are incredibly logical when it comes to this crap, guys. They are very opportunistic. Okay, society tries to tell you that we as the men, we're cold-hearted and logical with love and relationships and things like this. I would argue that's not true at all. Maybe to a degree, but generally not even close to how logical and cold women are with this kind of crap. I agree with this dude. The woman didn't love him in the first place.
Okay, she saw safety. She was panicked after her recent divorce, being a stay-at-home mom with a single kid, so she latched onto the first guy she didn't even love because he had money and could provide safety, and that's what she did, and admitted that's what she did. And so when he found out, he's like, oh, you don't love me? I don't want you then. Do you agree with this guy for divorcing her?
His reaction is understandable because now he knows it wasn't about love, and this is something anyone would struggle to overlook.
She said she admitted she didn't love him. She'd just chosen for safety. And to me, that would be about the only more devastating thing a woman could do is love me and then cheat on me.
Can we be honest about this situation, by the way, guys? This just sounds like marriage in general, to be honest with you, particularly the women who decide to get married later. I've said this for a long time on the channel, okay? But they don't do this out of love. They do it because it's opportunistic normally. Okay, so, we have dudes over here who are like, wow, she didn't love me when she married me. Of course not. Like this, when did they do that in the first place, man? Okay, if you ask women, or excuse me, don't ask women, that's a bad idea. if you look at their behavior when in what they look for in a man when they marry him versus what they look for when they're having fun on dating applications, it's very different, okay? The husband has to put in everything. He has to be willing to provide. He has to make good money, or at least more than her. He has to be loyal and do all of this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then what he'll get is he'll get intimacy sometimes, maybe like once a month. She'll typically not cook for him, or if she does, it'll be bad cooking or like very inconsistent and things like this. She won't do anything. She won't express gratitude towards him. And that's typically the husband's role, typically. Now, there's variance to this. Sometimes the woman even goes as far as cooking. But at the end of the day, she's with that guy for the security and for the provisioning that he has to provide to the relationship. That's what women are looking for in long-term things such as marriages. Short-term, guys, you just have to have attractive photos on dating applications. So, where really was the love in the first place? Can somebody please explain this to me? Because I don't see it.
Which to me means she never really loved me in the first place. But let me know what your thoughts are. I would definitely side with the guy on this. But I understand everybody's got their own opinion.
If she had really fallen in love with him as time went on, she would have never said what she said. In front of other people as well.
Ooh, I gotta send
she only
Gilly.
married him to find a father for her son and someone to take care of her. She could have confessed how she chose him privately, not humiliate him in front of other people. Her desire to apologize is understandable, but she needs to recognize that certain things can't be undone. Since he learned that she only married him due to the fact that she recently got divorced and had a child, it shifted his entire perspective on their relationship, making it difficult for him to continue.
Mind you, again, by the way, this woman not only is a single mother, which would have been a terrible decision as it is, but she's also divorced recently.
I'm in the middle of
so
something.
We have two just cataclysmic size events right here that you would just not want to touch. I don't want to get with a woman who is divorced. I don't want to marry her. I don't want to make her my girlfriend. Same thing with single mothers. Now, you put these two things together, and holy hell, this is a recipe for do not touch this. And yet men still go out here and they engage with these women. I honestly think if you're a man and you don't have any options, right? Maybe you're not the best looking man. Maybe you don't make a ridiculous amount of money to compensate. Maybe you're, not the tallest and things like this. You don't have a lot of options. You have zero options. I think that men in this situation are quite literally better off just being completely by themselves than ending up with women like these. Because women like these take advantage of them. They treat them terribly. And to be honest, you're better off by yourself. Now, you can disagree with that, guys, if you like, but I think dudes should have a little bit more self-respect. And I think they're, to be honest, better off by themselves than getting with these women in the first place.
It's normal for anyone to feel uncomfortable after discovering that their partner's decision to marry them was based on needing support during a difficult time, rather than genuine love. Her statement makes it seem like she sought someone to help her through her struggles, and he just happened to be the one who showed up, which implied that she wouldn't have chosen him if she wasn't divorced or had a child. It would be a tough realization for anyone in his position, as he thought she married him out of love and respect, but this revelation made it clear that wasn't the case. Also, it seems like she doesn't have a good level of respect for him from the beginning, as she didn't mind revealing this information in front of others.
Yeah, women don't have high levels of respect for the dudes that they know are just going to give them everything for nothing. Okay, this is why, again, things like chivalry, romance and stuff are out of the window these days, is because guys who go out here and give women all of these different types of behaviors, or maybe he's not as attractive as her other quote-unquote options, which aren't really options, then what's going to happen is she's just going to disrespect him. Okay, dudes will go out here, they'll get the flowers, they'll take her out to dinners and blah, blah, blah. And then they realize that the men who are taking these women out to dinners, who are providing everything,
if I wanted
they don't even get intimacy at the end of the day. So what's the point of doing it in the first place? And people will say, oh, well, you shouldn't be doing that sort of thing for intimacy. You shouldn't take women out on dinner dates for intimacy. It's like, I mean, cool, but that's not really the way it works. Okay, you want a dude to get into a relationship with you, he has to be putting his best foot forward at all times. He gets no intimacy whatsoever. But then some other dude, you'll just hook up with him instantly. Yeah, try and sell that idea to men. Try and sell it. Because that's just not how it's going to work whatsoever.
This break is brought to you by Adobe Photoshop. Fun fact, the latest release is packed with innovations, so you can go from inspiration to creation faster than ever. With the amazing new text-to-image, you can create just by typing a prompt, like maybe giant balloon giraffe.
This may have likely influenced his decision to proceed with the divorce, feeling that his dignity and trust had been compromised. His decision is understandable because with this revelation always lingering in his mind, their relationship dynamic would have been strained, and it would be hard to rebuild trust.
Next, we have a single mother who wants to date childless man only, but at the same time isn't willing to have more kids.
I have kids, and I don't want no more. And then I also don't want to date a baby dad.
I've heard so many single moms saying the same exact thing. Make it make sense. My mom married my stepfather. He had no kids, she had 4. That's why she is single. So she wants to date somebody comfortable not having their genetics in the next generation. She definitely isn't in tune with reality. Some people still didn't understand that we have to make choices and we can't have everything. As a single mother, it's perfectly fine if she doesn't want more kids. That's her choice.
Yeah, so single mother goes out here, has a dude who either left or she kicked out of the quote-unquote family, and now she wants to get with another dude, but he's not allowed to have children. I think so many single mothers, they really forget that they lose a lot of leverage. This doesn't make you more valuable to a man. It's not like a man sees you and he goes, wow, she's a single mother. She's so strong and independent. Look at her doing it all by herself. She's really great relationship material. No, single mothers are not great relationship material. It's a detriment. It is a risk. It is a liability. I don't know how many different ways I can word this particular situation, but let me put it to you simply. Men with self-respect, which again are the ones that women chase in the first place, do not want to date single mothers. Okay, that's fantastic. You've got your kid. I think it's terrible that you threw the man out of the picture, which is typically the case, or chose completely incorrectly. I feel sorry for your child, but no thank you. I don't want to look after it. Have fun.
But she should at least be reasonable and understand that her best option would be a man who already has children, because such a man is more likely to align with what she is looking for, rather than a man without kids who might want to start his own family. She is just setting herself up for drama because targeting childless men knowing that you don't want to have more kids isn't smart. I bet she wouldn't be happy with this arrangement if the roles were reversed, because it seems like she is only thinking from her perspective, focusing on what she wants and ignoring their desire. This mindset will inevitably lead her to challenges when searching for the man she wants. She is looking for a childless man who will be willing to support her in raising her kids, knowing that he won't have the opportunity to have his own. It's not practical, and eventually she may realize the difficulty in finding a partner who would agree to her terms.
I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids, and if I wouldn't have...
Wouldn't you be ashamed of your 3 kids? Your 3 kids are a blessing, bundle of joy, blessing from the Most High God. But continue.
If I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids.
Wait. You mean to tell me that this individual, I can't find her damn face, let me scroll back a little bit. This individual has 3 children to 3 different dudes. I mean, what in the hell is going on in society right now? Again, guys, back in the day, okay, single mother would be somebody who's widowed. These days, they're just collecting children like it's Pokemon because they know that they can get like a government check or they can get a man to pay for their things. I don't think men should be paying for women like this whatsoever. You know, she's probably collecting child support. Okay, this woman's probably not even working. I don't know what her exact situation is, man. Jesus. But in any case, 3 children to 3 separate dudes is disgusting. It is absolutely 50, disgusting. And of course, let me just say this. She's probably, given the context of this video, she's probably going to say that she wants a man who has no kids. Let's take a listen here.
Whoa there, boy. Whoa there, buddy. 3 baby daddies? 3 of them. But maybe I'm a misjudged character. But continue.
But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort?
No, I don't think I will.
Have you guys noticed that some of my videos have gone missing over here on YouTube? That is because I am slowly moving them over to locals where I can actually host them without the risk of getting in trouble. If you are not aware, many creators are starting to move over to places like locals, Rumble, etc. because YouTube is not really a free speech platform. So if you are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to videos that are no longer available here, make sure that you come and join us over on Locals. The link will be in the video description down below. Supporters get access to their own exclusive videos that are no longer available to the public. So make sure you go to the link in the description and join us over there now. But anyway, guys, back to today's episode.
It seems like the other men that you have children didn't want to come with the four-equip, the so-called total package, or what y'all ladies call, we are a package deal. Even though they step into your lives, buy clothes, provide everything you need that you wanted your first 3 children's fathers to do, but they never did. This man comes in, now he's second in command behind you and your children. Well, third in command, knowing he's the head of the household and he provides.
Oh no, sir, no. The man is not rank number 3. It doesn't go her, then the kids, then him. It goes her, the kids, and miscellaneous assortment of other things, and then you. Like, you don't even rank on the things that are important here, sir, because what you are is you're a wallet. Okay? And again, this is the amazing thing to me, guys, is that men are expected to provide for these women no matter the situation. Okay? She's a single mother of 3, she's a single mother of 4. You know, she's divorced, she's this, she's that, she takes 0 care of her health, she's obese as hell, and then the men are still expected to provide. And it's like, wait a minute, what do the men get out of this situation? Can you imagine if men went around and they were looking for these same things? They would never find it. I want a woman to provide for me. We all know women would never do this crap. Especially on a long-term basis, I mean, specifically, right? Short-term, I mean, women will go out here and they'll buy things for the dudes that they find super attractive and all of this kind of thing. But women do not provide for men, especially on a long-term basis, okay? But of course, I don't think men really get anything out of this arrangement whatsoever. This sounds like a good way to ruin your life.
But now he has to come equipped for a 4-piece. Like we at Popeyes or we at KFC or some of the churches. Select on the menu. Yeah, let me get that 4-piece. Let me get that 4-piece. Let me get that 4 with that hot sauce and that extra biscuit with that strawberry fin on the side.
Without my 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 wonder kids. Is that how you rationalize it? Good luck with that. It was surprising when she implied that if her kids hadn't come from 3 different fathers, they wouldn't be as amazing. It's hard to understand where she got this idea from, but it's certainly not accurate.
Well, you see, what you're missing is you've got to have variety in the children, right? Because if you don't have one child to a single baby daddy, like if you have 3 children and they're all to the same dude, well, that's obviously really boring, okay? You want the kids to be amazing, so you have to have as many kids as possible to as many different men as possible. Again, this is sort of like Pokemon, if you've ever played that, okay? You don't want a whole team full of the same Pokemon. That's really silly. You want to have different ones, obviously. Now, obviously, I'm being facetious, guys. This is dumb as hell. But yeah, why won't men date? Why is it that these women can't find relationships? I have no idea. Guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace.
So I did 3 out of the 4 caves I normally do. I'm gonna go process that little motherfucker. Hate those things. One flew into the base earlier and all my animals went all over the fucking place. There we go. See, this is why you have to put plants down. If you're going to be serious, you got to put plants at the bottom. And they can shoot up. And then when you bring something in here to tame and drop it in here, you fly in along the side here where the plants can't target you. You fly like here, drop it in here, and the plants can't get to you. But the plants can shoot anything else from the bottom. And you would put plants like down here. Because those little fuckers, they fly over the walls. They manifest right over the water. And they fly over the fucking walls or through the walls. They piss me off. Anyway, I think I've made enough narc. Tinto berry. But I'm going to just reset it. Let's go ahead and continue. And then later on, I'll probably make some more. Okay, so it's only going to do 66 more. Probably run out of berries. Alright. So, I don't think we need anything else. We're just going to go ahead and do the last cave. Which is the easier one. Probably not going to get good blueprints there, but I like to get the... I need the hunter artifact that's there in order to kill the brood mother. I stopped going to that cave because it was too easy and I wasn't getting much out of it. I did get a really good raptor saddle blueprint from there, and I really do appreciate that. I wish that Carnal blueprint I got right now at that cave was worth a damn. I haven't got a good aloe blueprint. Aloes are what I wanted to do originally because they're just a little bit smaller than Rex's, but I thought I'd challenge myself with the Carnos and just make it so that I fully mutate up to 255 points in health and melee and have them do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, there was no teleporter down there, too. Next to that cave, somebody closed up shop, so their teleporter went with them. And then somebody else opened up another one, and that's why I'm able to go there easily. Otherwise, I'd be flying my ass down there all day. I'm glad I got most of my tech engrams, I'm telling you. See, this wasn't here before. It was like one over here. But this is closer. It's a beautiful bird. I was considering making my colors red. Maybe red and black like the checker colors I had before. But I'm not sure. I can do experiment like our red and something else. I can do red and blue. I can just use solid red. That way I only have one dye. You know, I just make one dye. But I don't know. I could also do blue. There's a bunch of different colors as you saw in the industrial cooker. Let's see. Let's do this. I don't know why I opened up my mail. Thumbs up this brother, Taylor the Fiend. Love his stuff. Oops. Michael Joseph uploaded Misery Loves Company. What security can't do on exit.
Firestone.
Alright. I need to buy some steaks. I love the steaks.
Hey everyone, what's going on? Man, so yeah, I finally finished the security course. Finally finished it. Yeah, absolute pain, but it was enjoyable. Not gonna lie, it was pretty good. But man, I learned some interesting things about security and you know, how, you know, the processes of how they can arrest you and stuff like that. And so I'm gonna go a little bit more into that. Because I think it's pretty interesting and a lot of people still don't realize half of this shit. Especially as a public member of society who's just casually visiting a store or you know, shopping. But man, it was a pretty intense last week of doing the course because
No baby. No
just
baby.
a lot of written activity.
What the
and,
hell?
Yeah, it was a real
been
pain in my
bugging.
ass. I fucking hate handwriting. I still don't understand why there was no computers there. I don't know why they don't use like tablets or laptops or something, or at least let you bring your own so that you can have the option to do it online. But yeah, because handwriting is just so outdated these days, man. I haven't really needed to write
Fortunately,
anything
I type everything.
since like grade school, right? But I get it, we're going to have to be writing things as we do the job in the notebooks, or like, maybe even incident reports. But as far as I know, the incident reports are mostly
165
done
Raptor
online. But yeah, it was just, it's like
Pretty
4
good.
weeks,
For somebody that didn't have a better one.
fucking draining, really draining, man. So I haven't posted a video for about 10 days now or something. Not because I haven't wanted to, but mostly because I just haven't had the energy to, right? Yeah, so that just sucks. It sucks the life out of you. Life truly is wasted, when you're working. When you're working full time, especially, man. I know I keep saying this, but it just really is. It comes down to the fact that misery loves company, and the reason misery loves company is because these same people, right? They will sit there and they will hang shit on you, right? Because you decide that you don't want to work, or maybe you just don't want to work full time, right? And these people will be spouting their bullshit, right? They'll be telling you that the secret to life is that you need to work hard and you need to have a full-time job and save your money and buy a house and have some children and the white picket fence, right? They're selling
thankful I haven't
their
been.
misery to you, right? Because the reality is that most of them are actually miserable, right? Hence, misery loves company. They want to suck you down into their own misery to feel better about themselves. Because deep down, they're actually envious of you. They're envious of the fact that you're not, spending your entire life just going to the job, right? That's the reality. Is that most of these people are actually just they're envious of you, man. They'll sit there and tell you that you're a loser, or that you're a piece of shit or whatever. But the reality is that they are jealous and they are envious of the fact that you get to stay at home, or you get to go and do the things that you enjoy doing. Meanwhile, that they're stuck in their fucking office or doing whatever the fuck they're doing, right? And hating their lives. They're seeping in their misery, man, in their hellscape, and you're out there having fun. So it's not because they really think down on you. It's because they're jealous of you, man. That's the truth, right? So this course was fun. I'm probably still gonna have to wait another 2 or 3 months just to receive my license, though, because you have to go and do fingerprints and all the other junk that you need to do to get it. But yeah, probably I'm still never going to work full time. Maybe 3 days, 4 days a week if I really enjoy doing it, but I doubt it, because I like to maybe I'll do 1 night on, 1 night off, 1 night on, 1 night off, 1 night off, or I'll get if I can just do weekends, right? Yeah, I'm never going to subject myself to the full-time work lifestyle that 99.99% of people are doing. I mean, if you want to do that, like, you do you, man. But I just don't want to be miserable for money. I would rather be less miserable and have less money, ultimately. Like, truly, I like doing what I like do in my time. I like doing what I do with myself, and frankly, I enjoy it. Right? Like sitting at home. I like playing games, and I like flipping cars, and I like doing cashies and stuff like that. I like doing videos. The problem is like when you're doing anything like full time, you probably are not going to have enough energy to even make a video or do anything else, right? So you really are choosing between the $1,000 a week if you're lucky, or the ability to go and actually do things that you want to do. You are pretty much given a choice. You either sacrifice your dreams and your hopes for that little bit of money to get by, or you sacrifice the job. Because the reality for most people is you can't really have both. And yeah, some people can do it, and I might even get the comments that'll be like, I was working full time and I still managed to go to the gym and start my side business, and now I'm like super successful. And it's like, yeah, maybe for you, man, like, what kind of crack were you on to be able to even do that to begin with? And secondly, most people just don't have that energy. I don't know how some of these people get the energy to even do that. But yeah, the job is there so that way, your life is drained and your energy is drained. And, like I said, you get to the end of the week, you have your Saturday to recover, and Sunday is just not enough time to really do anything, So basically you're given 54 days in the year if you're getting like one day in a weekend where you can actually commit to anything. It's just not enough time to, make anything of anything, if that makes sense, right? So, yeah, so for the most part, most people are just stuck, right? They're stuck in the trap. But it's even worse, man, because like most people, I feel like are like in such heavy debt as well. Like there's so much like people that I know that are like in so much debt, man. Like even like things like Afterpay, those like fucking monthly pay platforms that you can. It's pretty much just credit up front type thing, which I would stay the absolute, hell away from, man. Stay away from those, payment plan, Afterpay, whatever the other ones are called. See, I don't even know the names of the other ones because I don't use it, right? But I know about Afterpay because, everyone was talking about Afterpay. Yeah, I stay away from those, man. My credit score's like 900 or something the last time I checked, which is like really good. Yeah, I'm definitely flexing my credit score. I have a great credit score, and I'm pretty proud of it. Not that it really fucking matters, but yeah, at least that's one good thing, right? I think one of the guys in the comments noticed that there's a lot of cool older buildings around Melbourne. Perhaps old mates in the into the Tartaria theory, I guess you can call it. I like the idea of the Tartaria theory. I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to share some videos of the old buildings around the end of this video for you, my friend, as a reply for your comment, because you asked me to show you some more of the buildings. So I will do that. I actually took some videos in the middle of the week, but I hadn't gotten around to posting those videos yet. So yeah, the audio was really trash. So I'll just show the video and maybe just make some commenting over it at the end of around the end of this video or something. So yeah, that's some pretty cool buildings. I'm sure you're gonna find them interesting. That the convicts made, apparently. So, man, those convicts had some seriously amazing architectural skills and ability to, make these buildings, apparently. Gotta respect that. I find it hard to believe, but apparently that's what happened, or so they say. So, yeah, I'll share that one. But, yeah, man, I'm so glad I got my time back, I'm so glad that,
4 minutes.
I finished the course. It was a lot of pain, bro. It was a lot of pain. It wasn't too bad. It's just that mostly the issue is, like my sleep issues, which I will never see.
Yeah, that's an hour video. I thought it was shorter.
I'm getting like 6 hours of sleep.
This guy normally makes very short videos. I don't know why he's doing an hour. I didn't know that. I thought it was going to be like 15 minutes.
And going there and I'm spending like, 12 hours, for the time I get up, get on the train, get to the city, get to the place, finish 4:30 on the train home. It's already 7 o'clock. Or 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I'm waking up at like 6. So, yeah, it's a lot of time. But, it's actually kind of funny, right? It's like 20-something people that rocked up, and out of the entire class, only 5 of us actually went there every single day and completed it. How fucked is that? Like, how sad is that?
Yeah. People just lose interest.
I get it. One of the guys there had a kid.
I'll be right back.
So he watches my videos sometimes, I'm guessing. So, yeah, congrats on your kid, man. Hope things go well for you. I don't know if you're going to be at the RSA when we do that, but congrats, dude. Like, genuinely, congratulations, man. It's pretty awesome, big moment, bro. It's pretty cool. Damn, happened quick though. Like, yeah, interesting. Prepare for a lot of sleepless nights, my friend. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's all my other mates have told me that have had kids. They're like, they all tell me don't have kids. So I won't. I won't have kids. But yeah, it was a nice group of people in the class, man. To be honest, a lot of nice people in the class, and that would be the only thing that I will miss about doing the course would be getting to see the folks at the class and stuff, because you build a connection with people, and then pretty much whoosh, gone. And that's kind of like the most things in life, man, as things are just so temporary. Friendships, people, jobs, right? Jobs especially are temporary, but people treat them like they're, the one-all, be-all type thing. That's why I say, like, give no fucking loyalty to these companies, man. Like, they really don't give a shit about you. So, if you get a better opportunity, just jump ship and move on, man. Go to the best opportunity that is currently available to you at any given time, and bank on it. Don't waste your time in jobs and companies that they're not promoting you. They're not, giving you any, raises or, increased salaries or whatever you want to call it. They're not giving you anything. Move on. Just move on. I get it. Like, people make friends and shit. People make friends, and I think a lot of the reason that people, tend to stay at jobs longer than they actually want to is mostly because they're like they've built a family at work, pretty much, man. You make all these friends at work and stuff, and you don't want to quit the job because you're gonna miss the people, right? Totally makes sense, but I mean, if they're people that actually want to be in your life, or if you want to be in their life, then you can just make an effort and still be friends with them outside of work. I mean, you meet new people, man. Go to another job, meet new people. It's actually fun to meet new people and get to know new people, right? It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. So that was a good experience for the most part. The course, that being. But yeah, some of the stuff like that we learned in the security course was pretty interesting, especially regarding the way that people, or specifically security, can check your bags
like
and
one more imprint,
arrest you and things like that. So
44 minutes.
Yeah, so here's some interesting stuff, right? When you leave a let's use JB Hi-Fi as an example, because those guys are just known for being pricks, right? I find this one's good. So you know how some stores like JB Hi-Fi, for example, they'll have a sign on their front window that says, as a condition of entry, we require that we can check your bags on the way out. So, newsflash.
Wow.
No, they can't. No,
legally
they can't check your bags.
That's why they
on the
secure
way
your
out.
permission. And if you refuse them, they can refuse you entry.
The reason being is
business.
because you can't have a condition of entry on exit. Right? So you can't force a condition of entry at an exit, if that makes sense. So their sign on the window is basically just an absolute crock of shit. And that's just putting it very simply. It means nothing and it can do nothing, and if they, try to force to check your bags at the end and you don't consent and they continue to try to check your bags or arrest you, then you can basically sue them. They can't even ask to see your receipt because your receipt is now a part of your property. So, for those of you who are, going into the store and you purchase something and then they ask to see your receipt on the way out, or they ask to look at your bags, just tell them to simply fuck off. Or, in a more polite way, no, sorry, I'm good, and just keep walking. They can't force you to stop. They can't keep you there, and if they do, then they have to have a reason for arresting you. They have to have seen you commit a crime, which in that case they didn't, because you're obviously doing the right thing. So next time you go into a shop and you're leaving the shop and they say, "Can I check your bag, please?" Just say no. "Can I check your receipt, please?" Just say no. And if they try to force you, am I under arrest? You better call the police. See what they do. If they do call the police, then that's good news for you, because that means that you can then probably go and talk to a no fee, no win lawyer like Morris Blackburn, or one of those guys, and chuck them your case, and then they can sue for illegal detainment because you had not committed a crime, and yeah, learned some pretty interesting things about it, and the things that they can do in general is not much. Also, Coles and Woolworths, I mean, a lot of us probably already know this, but they have a no hands-on policy, guys, okay? And so that basically means that even if you are, you know, racking some shit, then you know, they're not gonna stop you anyways. They can't, even if they wanted to, they can't. You know, apparently a lot of thieves go around and they bait security. You know, they'll go and, you know, go around looking all sus and then like put stuff in their pockets and then, you know, make sure they want to get people to follow them, right? Like managers or undercovers. And then what they do is they end up going around a corner, dumping all the stuff, and then continuing around. And then they'll go past the security hoping they get arrested. And then when the security actually arrest them and the cops arrive and the cops search them, and then they find that there's actually nothing on them and they haven't actually stolen anything, then the security ends up getting in trouble. Probably, you know, maybe even loses his license. And then they get sued as well because these guys are, you know, out there looking for some easy paychecks. Hell, maybe I should make a channel, you know, doing that shit, eh? I can call it like Serial Sewers, right? You're just going around, you know, today's episode on Serial Sewers. We bait a security guard. You know what I mean? Serial Sewers. Actually, kind of a not a bad name, eh? Serial Sewers. I don't know. Go like a wear a camera and just like like a hidden camera and just go around like baiting security guards, try to get them to arrest me and shit. I don't know if I could do it. The menace in me wants to do it, but I don't know, I just don't want to be that much of a dick, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool, man. You know, baiting people and shit. I don't know how much you'd get paid out though, so don't ask me how much you can get paid out, you know, suing people. I really don't know. I really don't know. I haven't even looked into this. But yeah, apparently people do that shit, right? Yeah, this is really is becoming America, isn't it? But yeah. So yeah, sorry I haven't been posting, man. Just have not had the energy. I've been recovering the last couple of days, catching up on my sleep, and you know, trying to feel better and
I'll be there for
get my energy back. I'm still fucking
All
tired.
the points and speed, there's
I'm
no
still
real
tired,
reason
but
to kill anything else.
yeah, I'm very glad the course is over, man. I'm so glad. But yeah. So there's some interesting information about the bag checks and the security that stand at the door as a measure of deterrence, and it does work. But yeah, I just find it interesting. You know, even if a manager tells them to arrest you, they probably won't, because it's just not worth the risk, man. Because you know, if they arrest you and then they find and they get it wrong, then you know, you're pretty much screwed. So you don't want to lose your license. So it's just it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to show the buildings. I'm going to cut out the audio because it was just very windy, and yeah, I don't have a microphone for like to sit around my jumper or anything. So yeah, enjoy that. to the brother in the comment that asked about the buildings. So yeah, I'm going to put that in the clip right here. Okay, so here's the camera footage. So pretty much, I took the video. I was riding around the city, and also I'm using a different webcam right now. I'm using a
Okay, I'm going to stop it there because I'm not looking at it. But I'll give them a thumbs up. Sounds like the cats are fighting out there. You hear my cats in the background fighting like idiots.
This 2024 Google update.
To 27 minutes. I'm going to try to put
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today titled Gen Z has a dating problem. Now, before I jump into this video, dating is a problem these days, not just for Gen Z. I don't care which age bracket you're in, it is absolutely horrible out there, particularly in Western countries. Now, today's video was sent to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave the original video creator and Matrix linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you check them out. Let's jump right into the video.
Gen Z have been done dirty when it comes to dating.
I fucking hate dating apps.
Dating apps are by far the biggest waste of time.
We're living in a generation where 49% of people think how much you earn matters more than your looks. Dating app culture has created an environment where people have so many options that no one wants to commit. And people's views of dating is more polarizing than ever.
I love how we always have this view, right, that everybody on dating applications has options, right? And everybody is treating each other like they're an option. No, not everybody has options. You know who has all the options? The top percentage of men, which is a very few amount, and the majority of women. These are the people who are terrible at dating, who will ditch you if they find a better option. So what you have is you have a whole group of women, pretty much all women, complaining about a small section of men. And then you have dudes who are like, well, all of the women are treating me terribly. So this isn't like an even issue where everybody has options. It doesn't work like that. The average man is getting screwed over, but nobody wants to say it.
To ignore her, bro.
I am so tired of feeling like it's never going to be my turn to find love.
Don't talk to her. Don't text her for a week. You're going to be amazed at what happens next.
These are some very bare minimum standards to be setting, and why does it feel so impossible for them to meet?
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about, okay? It's not impossible for these men that you're chasing to meet your standards. It's just that they have no reason to meet them. This is a woman right here, guys, like many of these modern women these days, who is complaining that, listen, why won't men commit to me? I can't find any nice, good man. I just want a man to do the bare minimum. The part that they leave out is they're always chasing the attractive dudes. And if you don't believe me, guys, I believe Tinder's swiping statistics are public. It shows it's like 95-5. And what I mean by that is women are selecting the top 5% of dudes on these apps, who, by the way, this is pretty damn objective, so it is the same 5%. And these dudes have no reason to commit to these women whatsoever. And so you end up with videos like this. The average man is completely invisible. These women do not want a man who is on their level. They think that they're above him. They're settling if they get him. They want the nice boy treatment, the romantic treatment from a guy who's super attractive.
One side of the internet will tell you that women are too picky and need to lower their standards, whilst the other side says that women aren't picky enough and need to raise their standards.
Attractive women cannot afford to date down.
How attractive a woman is directly correlated to how faithful they'll be in a relationship.
I don't really care if this sounds mean. I can't respect a man who's done worse at life than me. How did you do worse in a system that was designed to help you do better?
Yeah, guys, you know, men have it easier out there in the workforce, you know. With all of these DEI hires, by the way, I would argue that actually women are encouraged to be in more powerful positions, especially these days. It's like if you have a man and a woman who's equally qualified, a lot of these places will take the woman because they know it makes them look better. Now, there are some companies who have some sense and who understand that this might be a HR disaster, so they won't do that. But in general, guys, you know, you have these women who are saying it's so much easier for men to get paid more. This is a woman who refuses to date men who do not earn as much money as her. The absolute classic, guys. And then she wonders why she's single. Okay, go out there and make 100K and then complain that dudes who make 150 won't date you. It's not my problem. Right? You're pricing yourself out of the market. Have fun with that one.
Some people think that women have it worse with hookup culture, situationships, whilst other parts of the internet think that men have it worse.
Dating apps are uniquely depressing from a guy's perspective because you send out all these likes, then only a fraction of those likes turn into matches.
Why is it so hard to find a man who respects you and your time?
I feel like most people on dating apps use the app as like an ego boost, and they don't actually care about going out on a date or meeting up with someone.
Men have just turned dating apps into like an easier way to access convenient sex.
We have never...
You know what? I'll actually agree with this woman right here. The top percentage of men have definitely done this. They have turned these women, who are apparently oh so perfect, into essentially Uber Eats meals. Like Uber meals. So, like, and again, the women didn't have to allow this to happen. Right? They didn't have to go on these dating apps and just randomly end up in these dudes' beds. The reason why men do this, the top percentage of men just treat it like they can order you to your house and it's just convenient bedroom fun for them, is because the women allow it. Now, this doesn't mean that it's right on the men's behalf, but it certainly doesn't mean that it's right on the woman's behalf. Especially considering women, it's not like women are forced to choose these men. You know what I'm saying? Like, women have an ocean of options, but they choose the options who clearly, very clearly, only want one thing from them. Now, you'll always have these women who say, I was deceived and I just didn't know. Here's a surefire way to know. If you can't get commitment from the man before you have intimacy, then you can't get with the dude. You're already off to a losing start, man. If you have to try and convince the dude with your body to get into a relationship, I mean, you're going to struggle. All of these girls out here, guys, they go into situationships for 3 months with the dude, and then they're like, you know what? Now I'm going to push for a relationship. And of course, the dude doesn't want one. It's actually comedy.
Dating apps into like an easier way to access convenient sex.
We have never been at more polar opposite end of the spectrum, but trust me when I say this is literally just the tip of the iceberg. Hey, if you're new, I'm Christina and I make videos for people who are feeling lonely. If you're a people pleaser, overachiever, over anything, you're in the right place. There's a whole side of the internet that I've come across that are very anti-men. Not anti-men like men are trash sort of way, but more so I'm living such a peaceful, happy, chilled life without a man in my life that I don't need a man. I'm happy with my friends, happy with my family, happy with my job. I'm so chilled and zen. There's that side of the internet that I see, but then there's also the side of the internet that says like, this is my prime. I'm 25. I want to settle down. I'm ready to have kids. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that. And they can't find someone that they want. I've made a video.
Yeah, so what women try and do, guys, I think this woman is being a little bit generous here. They start making these videos after they're 25. It's always the women who are going into their 30s, right? Who are 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And these are the women who are complaining that now they're looking to settle down and they can't find a real man. Okay? And as for all of the women previously who are saying, I don't need a man, I can do everything myself, great. We'll check back in with you when you're 32, 33. And we can have a laugh at your content when you're crying about how you need a man because you don't want to work anymore and because things in your house keep breaking and you need someone to fix it. Right? This is how, guys, this is how I don't run out of content, because the same women who sit there and say, I don't need a man, become content for the channel. It really is, a fantastic machine that we have going here, because there are endless amounts of women, so I never run out of videos. I mean, it's a win-win situation here.
On why Gen Z is undateable and how there's so many different things as a generation that we struggle with that make it really hard for us to find the right person. This is kind of a follow-up, but more a follow-up of just like how opposing our views are and how it makes perfect sense that we're struggling to date. Like the culture of men on dating apps and the culture of women on dating apps, the perceptions that we all have of each other is just totally different. And I feel like that's why a lot of us are just struggling right now. This comment that I saw summarized hookup culture so well. Dating for women is like shopping. Dating for men is like a job interview. I understand that men are struggling a lot on the apps because it's like you have to be really attractive and really tall and you have to present yourself a certain way.
And there it is. right? You have to do all of these things or be all of these things, which, mind you, a lot of this is genetic, or else you get no matches. And if you do get matches, they're always really unattractive women, or they will just treat you like trash and ignore you if they're not. So this is the crux of it, right? The average man, completely screwed over, complete waste of time. Now, are there things you can do to improve your looks? Yes. Right? Not saying there isn't. I think that dudes should be taking care of their health. They should be going to the gym. They should try, to look better and things like this. It's going to help you in work and such, right? Being taken seriously. But at the end of the day, if you're not a Giga Chad, you're not a Giga Chad. And you're not going to have nearly the amount of options, if any, of these dudes who are at the top. So, that's the way it is. But guys, and women will try and be like, yeah, so I understand this problem, but the women have it hard because blah, 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 blah. No, women do not have it difficult. They simply do not have dating difficult. Nobody can convince me, guys, I don't think, that women have dating difficult in any capacity. Now, do they run the risk of being treated like a hookup? Yes. Can they completely circumnavigate that? Absolutely. Very, very, very easily. A guy can't just grow multiple inches, but a woman can say no instantly. It's not that damn difficult.
Otherwise, you get no matches. Like, it's really common for a guy to go on a dating app for like a few weeks and swipe on people, but literally have 0 matches, which as a girl, you can literally be an average looking girl and that will not be the case. Whether that's like quality matches is a whole different ballgame. I don't want people in the comments to be angry and be like, it's just not fair, like women get it easier, da da da. Trust me when I say the quality of matches is not giving. Dating for...
Yeah, so the quality of matches is not giving. Why? Because his photos are not good enough. Let's have a look at your swiping habits then. If women want to get on dating apps, right, you go on there, you literally, if you're in a metropolitan area as a woman, you will have thousands of options. You mean to tell me that there are no quality options whatsoever? There's just none. And I'm sorry, but let's be honest about it. Women are judging quality matches by the quality of your pictures. I mean, that's just the way it is, okay? They're saying, listen, these guys, the attractive ones, they're quality. But the rest of them, he's fishing. I don't like fishing. This photo isn't good. This guy's, too short, and so on and so forth, okay? So it really is a matter of entitlement with the amount of options that women have. I have said this on the channel before, guys, but you can literally give a man like 5 options with women, as long as they're not obese, and he will make 2 of them work, 3 of them work, maybe even 4. He'll be like, yeah, I can see myself with her, and her. Yeah, they've got some things that annoy me a bit, but overall, I could probably go with a couple of them. Women, you can give them like 1,000 options, and they'll pick like 10. And they'll be like, yeah, I can see myself with those 10. The rest, they're just not quality enough. Like, get out of here.
Women is like shopping, dating for men is like a job interview. Again, I feel like the shopping analogy is a good one. I feel like that does paint the picture very well. It just shows that women have a lot more options. For me and my friends, when we talk about the apps and we show each other the matches and we show each other the messages and then like the pics, it's just like the quality on dating apps. Sometimes I feel like there's a whole load of stuff on the clearance rack. Like, you're shopping, sure, but a lot of it is just on sale and maybe has holes in. It's not very good quality. You're trying to find an item that's like a high quality item. It's not in the sale. It's good quality. It's not reduced. It's actually worth the price. I just feel like that is the struggle that maybe a lot of women have.
Yeah. You're chasing the very attractive men, right? And the men who get on these applications and quite literally gamify it. Okay, there are men who get on these applications and they know how to dial it in. They literally treat it like, they just Uber you to their house and it's done and dusted because they know how to do this. You think the average man, like, for example, there are dudes who teach this crap online. You think that the average man really has he does not put the same amount of effort or knowledge into photography, and even if he did, that doesn't necessarily guarantee any matches whatsoever. Women can sit in this position and they can say, well, the matches just aren't quality and blah 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 blah, but they're talking about the attractive men. You have to be very attractive, you have to take high quality photos and all of these things. And dudes are not, let me paint it to you this way as well, dudes are not as interested in social media as women are. Trying to get a man to take his digital image seriously as well, this is something that a lot of guys really, really don't value. But again, even if they did, that wouldn't guarantee them matches. So there's a reason why a lot of guys are opting out of this. And there's a reason as well. If a man can get a lot of options, he will start to treat these women like options. Because the men who got overlooked, they don't forget about this. They remember it, and then they treat you the same way that they were treated.
In terms of hookup culture in general, I know that's a huge thing that makes people struggle with dating. I've not really got involved with hookup culture. It's not really my thing. I do know it's just a guaranteed way to get into maybe a situationship, and that's something that a lot of women struggle with right now. Is like, guys want the benefits, the circumstances, and the feeling of a relationship, but then they don't really want the label of one. I don't know if it's just me, but
they don't want the feeling of the relationship. They really don't. They just want to have fun, and then they want to see you later. I mean, that's the way it is. I don't know what is this woman saying here. Also, she says the hookups aren't really for her. She's not really interested in this kind of thing, but she chats to her friends about dating apps. Sounds to me like her friends are single and she's single because they're still on dating applications. So it just sounds to me like she is, one of these women who are still out here being left high and dry because Chad won't pick her. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe she's in like a happy marriage or something like this, but it certainly does seem to me like this is exactly the type of woman that we're talking about, who sit on these dating applications, who only want the top percentage of men. Now, I'm happy if I'm wrong about this, but that's what it seems like.
I also feel like men are just sick of women and women are just sick of men.
Half of Gen Z men no longer actively even trying to date. They're not even trying. And so the question is, well, why is that happening for women? Women, first off, are dating older. They want more economically and emotionally viable men, and that usually means older men. In addition, when young women are lonely, they have much better social networks. They have much stronger friend networks, whereas guys become kind of lone wolves and kind of literally sequester from everyone and everything.
What he said about women having the social networks and when they get lonely, I guess they have friends, I totally see that. I literally saw a girl, I think I'm probably going to watch her video next. I literally saw a girl kind of complaining about the male loneliness epidemic. Maybe not complaining, but she was definitely like having a rant where she basically said like, I don't feel bad for men. She was saying like, whose fault is this? The patriarchy. You guys created this system and now you're not happy with it. If you don't open up, it's not our fault. Women actually open up.
Ah, yes, the patriarchy. You know why men don't open up? Number one, because they're punished for doing it. People will tell men to open up all the time, and that's the reason why their mental health is so bad and this and that. But men actively get punished for opening up about their feelings. Men notice a significant drop in attraction from the women that they are seeing at any given time when they are emotionally vulnerable, right? That's number one. Number two, people don't care. They literally do not care about your problems, specifically as a man. As a woman, you'll always have that shoulder to cry on, that someone to tell about it, right? Men, it's like if you say your issues, nobody cares. It's like, okay, I mean, are you working? Like, you'll say your very serious problem, and then in the next sentence, somebody will be like, "Oh yeah, okay, how's work going?" And that'll be the depth of the discussion. Nobody gives a damn. They really, absolutely do not. Now, I actually think there's a silver lining here for dudes, which is that understanding that nobody's going to help you, nobody's going to save you. This is quite a liberating thing, to be honest, right? You can take accountability for your own feelings and things like this and learn not to rely on other people. I do think there's a silver lining there. But there are certainly reasons why men don't open up about their feelings. People will often say that men don't have feelings. No, we absolutely do. We just don't want to share them with women.
Women open up to their friends. I think a huge problem with a lot of these things is that people are so general. Like there's such a generalization. Even just saying like women have social networks. A lot of women don't. Like so many women have toxic friends, or so many women I feel like they literally don't have any friends. All they have is their family.
Yeah, those are still social networks. So when people like myself, for example, I make content on this sort of stuff, right? When I make generalizations, or when other people make generalizations, I have zero problems with generalizations as long as they're accurate. Okay? And I think that's a pretty accurate generalization. If you go out there and say, well, women typically, in general, always have a shoulder to cry on, they have a network of friends, I think that's pretty accurate. Now, whether or not the friendship is toxic and all of this sort of thing, I think most women's friendships are toxic, so I could agree with you on that. I think generalizations are totally fine because they are generalizations. by definition, they are not always accurate. They are just in general. People always bring up this thing. They just hate generalizations. Oh, generalizations, you know, I don't like it. Not all women are like that, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, of course, but it's a generalization, you see.
Maybe they don't even have their family. It's such a generalization. And then, you know, the girl that was talking about, I don't feel bad for men, like men need to open up and stuff. Like, some men do open up. Some, like, all these things are so general that they actually don't even make any sense after a while.
Yeah, some men do open up, but eventually they learn not to do it anymore because nobody cares, and also you get treated negatively for doing it. So, again, men stop the behaviors that they're not rewarded for.
I already did this one. This is a repeat of the video. I already had thumbs upped it. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Oh, well, we're going to stop that. It's interesting, but...
You know somebody like this in your life.
Oh, I replied to this when I saw it before. I did this to myself, so I fixed it myself with the Lord's help. That's my opinion on this guy's video. Warning, this will hurt some people feeling. He gonna tear your ass up. Watch it.
Why do poor people always think people are jealous of them? People that only hardly got shit, all ages, 30, 40, and 50-year-olds. Some 50-year-olds, I'm going to tell you this right now, it's like when you get older and you become a diabetic and you fat as fuck, and now the doctor wants you to stop eating this and stop eating that. Most people that get older and become a diabetic and they fat as a cow, they usually never change. They usually never change. It's too late already. They done got old, stuck in their ways. Shit, why do so many old people, here's the deal. I watched a dating show, right? And why do you young men, or men period, stop thinking you can get women in shape? It's a waste of fucking time. Just find a fit woman. The chances of you meeting a girl or a guy or whatever, and they're going to drop 50 pounds because you came along. It doesn't matter if you make 100K, 200K. The bitch asses ain't dropping 50 pounds. Slim to none. They got a better chance of probably getting a $700.
A couple can lose weight together,
or 800,
and go to a gym together,
even if it's 400. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, motherfuckers, you gotta understand humans. Once you understand humans, you will stop trying to change people. Take people as they are. Some people want to change, but they'll never change. It's just a waste of fucking time. I'm watching this guy, and he said he's a black guy. He said all of his family members are obese. Dude, that's a lot of people, family members, bro. By the time you get 30 or 40, if you're still fit, half your family blows the fuck out. It's just we are in an obesity epidemic. It just is what it is. Same with the white people, bro. Same with the Latino people. The Latino people, they just short and wide like a motherfucker. They short about 5 feet wide. Fat as a cow. I swear to God, tell any nigga right now, I'll take you to LA, and when I find you a 10, you will go around the street and be like, damn, these Latinos is busted. They daughters is good, but the mama, ooh, shit, she's busted as a motherfucker. I don't have to pour the lotion out. I mean, shit. Some of these motherfuckers, what Kevin Samuel said, you're so goddamn blowed out, you ain't even the last call before the nigga pour the lotion out. You gotta stop. You can't change men and women. It go like this for men and women, okay? And all races of people. People have to want to lose weight. Majority of people will not lose weight. I'm sorry. This is what it is. I seen fat, big, blowed out women. They traveling, buying NBA games and shit, buying tickets. I'm like, yo, fat, blowed out ass. You need to be traveling to the gym, you idiot. And these at-home jobs, they just gonna make America fat. America's already fat with jobs. Okay, people got active jobs and still fat like a motherfucker. Because here's the deal. Active does not mean you're fit. I'm so tired of people saying that. Active and educated does not mean you're fit. It's a lot of active, educated, obese people. Okay, I'll repeat myself. It's a lot of active, educated, obese people. I'm watching on the dating show women getting her master's degree. She big as a house talking about fitness. How the fuck you talking about fitness and you that big? This is, like I said, this is why hookers and crackhead women will always get niggas, because they are fit. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. It's more fat guys than no all fit guys. It's more fat women than no all fit women. It just is what it is. You don't understand the people. And a lot of people are old, stuck in their ways, on defense, ready to chew your head off. You talk about their way. They on internet trolling. Okay, they on internet trolling like a motherfucker. This just is what it is, man. But back to the other thing about jealousy. Why do poor people think, like, if you think that some things, if you're 40 or 50 and think this way, your mind is so toxic and ignorant. Like, what is to be jealous of, bro? Like, you work a minimum wage job, you barely, poor people be at the bottom of the barrel and think somebody jealous of their ass. Mm-hmm. What is it to be? Because you know what? You're surrounded by bottom of the barrel people. So your mind frame, even though it is, see, when you're middle age, you have biases and you are a victim of your environment. This can be your son, your daughter, your mom, your family. This can be anybody that's close to you, usually like family members. But, you know, it's just a victim of their environment. I'm like, what is it to, somebody tell me what is it to be fucking jealous of? You ain't balling, you got a job. What do you make, 30, 40 grand a year? I mean, what the fuck is it to be jealous of? I mean, you tell it, I'm telling this to a middle-aged person. What is it to be fucking jealous of, bro? I'm going through the interviews. I would never tell nobody to do that. Most hood people in every hood, crackheads steal from other crackheads. Homeless people steal from other. These are the bottom of the barrel people. Bottom of the barrel. This is what it is. They bottom of the barrel. You know? I'm so sick of people telling me, what the fuck, Joe? You know? And then as you get older, see, a lot of things you won't see when you're 21. But as you get older, it's going to be people in your life that never changes. They never lose any weight. They say they're going to lose any weight. Some people are never good with money. Most of the time, you're going to see people, they may be in your family members, co-workers, in between family members and co-workers. Some people are never good with money. And then that's the thing, too, you got to realize, too, to save money, I mean, you can't hang out with a lot of people. Like, if you make $50,000 and your girlfriend, you know, they make about $150,000, whatever, they doing shit above your pay grade. Because you make $50,000, they make $150,000, and her husband make $150,000. So, you know, they bringing in big money. So really, they above your pay grade. It's okay to say, I can't do what you do because what you doing is above my pay grade. It's okay. It's kind of like when you're on a diet and you want to, you know, fat people always tell everybody, I'm on the diet, I'm on the diet, I'm on the diet. I hate when fat people do this. They ain't lost no weight in their goddamn life. Now they gonna tell everybody, I'm on a diet, I'm on a diet, I'm on a diet, I'm on a diet. It's like ugly people always tell people that they single. They go, okay, nobody cares. I know, I'm single. I'm single. Did you know I'm single? Did you know I'm single? I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet. I worked out today. I worked out, nigga. Okay, bro, okay. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Some of these motherfuckers, I'm gonna give you the truth. Some people are so big, they'll never be in shape. This is what it is. Some people are so big, they'll never be in shape. This is what it is. On top of they're morbidly obese, on top of it, they got bad habits. They drink every day, they smoke every day, they eat Popeyes every day. I mean, they are, look at it. They are walking heart attack. Some people are a walking heart attack. Just look at that. Thing when you're so big, I'm talking about morbidly, it's a lot of shit you can't do. Look how big you are. Look how big you are.
Find a bird.
It's just sad. And I don't know why poor motherfuckers think people jealous of them. Why do poor people, and then another thing, why do poor people got all these goddamn pets? Why you niggas and me and women, when you got pets, you need to take care of them. Everybody that I know somebody that they house stank because they got pets and dogs and they stank. My mom was telling me about my sister. Now this is a roast. My sister has a deodorant problem. She's big. She has a must problem. And then my mom said, like, the place smell like must. The place smell like dog, and my sister be walking around the house must. And like, man, this is a massive. This is like 300+ pound person. And this man, and then why everybody that I know people that either let their dogs or cats fuck their shit up, or their dog or cat stank the whole place up. I had a girlfriend. I loved her too. I loved her. She was a 10. She was a knockout. She had these dogs all around, but they stank. The whole place was stinking so much. When you live with somebody and they got wet dog, wet cat, and the whole place stank, it's on your clothes. When you leave that place, it's on you. You smell like it. Well, I still love that girl. I still loved her because she was a 10. She was a 10 to me. Maybe not to you guys, but for me. Me and her match very well. Okay, but here's the deal. Here is the deal. The pets, when you live in that smell, you don't see it because the smell is so strong. You live in it. My mom done told me about several people. They went over the house. They got like 2 dogs, 2 cats. The place stank. Dogs and cats pooping everywhere. I'm like, why you niggas all like that? It's a percent. Now this is not everybody, but a percentage of people. Then a fat hairy nigga got all these pets. Wonder why I can't get a girlfriend. This would be a fat middle-aged nigga. I can see this all day. I don't know why I can't get a girlfriend. Bitches don't want to come over here for some reason. I have never owned a pet in my adult life, and I never will. I got other things to entertain me. I will never own a pet. Here's the deal. But I've dated at least 60% of people that I've dated, black, white, Mexican, has had pets. So I'm pet friendly. I don't mind pets. No. Long as you don't got a violent pet. As long as you got a friendly pet, okay? I don't like Rottweilers. I like small pets, really, actually. But as long as you got a friendly pet, fine. I'm okay. I'm just the average pet lover. I'm average. I'm not a super pet lover. I will never go out and buy. No, but I've dated. I'll probably say 60% of people that I've dated, the 65% got pets, got a dog or a cat, one of the two. So that's just the world that we live in. Okay, that's humans. It's what it is. So I will never not date somebody because they got a pet. Oh, unless their pet is violent. Unless their pet scratch me and bite me and do all this dumb shit. Then I'm like, oh no, I'm out. I had a friend of mine. No. Mm-mm. Then you niggas didn't let your place fucked up. Like if you're not clean yourself, then you have pets, multiple pets. I swear some of the poorest niggas I know got multiple pets, multiple dogs. The place stank. And then you wonder, I don't know why I can't get a girlfriend. Nobody don't want to come over here. You know what, some fat, middle-aged, hairy motherfucker. That's why I can't see how y'all niggas be having 2 dogs, 2 cats in your truck. Oh, hell no. Hell no. But niggas be having it. You know that shit stank. You know that shit probably stank. You know it does.
It's the stank. Man, it's true. But my cats don't smell that bad. Dogs will. Dogs will smell up the house crazy, dude. Yeah. Anyway, that's the video. I already had thumbs up. I listened to it before. I don't know if I recorded, though. Anyway, that's More for Life. Warning, this will hurt some people feeling. It's just funny as hell listen to this guy. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the video there because we're already a little bit over 20 minutes. So you guys have a wonderful day, weekend, whatever. I've been having some medical issues, so that's why I've been held up. I've been having pains in my chest on the left side of my heart. They gave me an EKG. They said my heart was fine. I don't have palpitations. And so what's happening is I've had high blood pressure. Well, actually, it feels like my heart is struggling. But it's on and off. And I have diabetes and neuropathy. But it feels like the neuropathy has spread to the left side of my body. And my skin on the left side of my body, on the back and under the arms, has become very sensitive. And so I'm going to go to the emergency room today and see if they can schedule me some x-rays or something, because my doctor doesn't know. The EKG came out fine. As far as they're concerned, I don't have any problems with my heart. So it's got to be nerve damage from neuropathy or something like that. And that's the best I can say. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good one.